It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Cowboys and the Raiders on EA Sports.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you make...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Levis. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Play action. Stroud now.
That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Again, it's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Stroud looking to throw.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to...
He's got a man complete. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here in Vegas.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Levis sets up to throw here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Levis on 3rd down.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Here's Hardman to return.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Stroud on third down now. Oh, that's into double coverage. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect that offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
22 yards there, a first down. They'll go up the middle with White. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis now off of play action.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
after one. 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okurogu now. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Play action now. Levis. That's complete to Dobbs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Levis. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. The tight end in motion right. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, it's Walker.
A strong running. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Levis now on 1st and 10. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, Levis.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Osa Odighizuwa able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Levis.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense got it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Taken right around the 44. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Back to throw. It's Levis. That is caught.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Levis looking to throw. Completes it again to Dobbs.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. They'll throw it again with Levis. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Levis to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Levis from the gun.
Now he's got it. Touchdown Raiders.
Romeo Dobbs
from 13 yards out.
And the Raiders are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw going into the hands of Williams.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
He completes this to Walker.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ken Walker, as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Levis's throw taken in by Sutton.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
His throw incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Geno Smith strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan Kenneth Walker. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
A give for Walker running right. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stroud's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Running right, here's Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Stroud off the play fake. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
Stroud working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Walker.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kenneth Walker.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Romeo Doubs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and a couple. Levis. That's complete to Dobbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. White, he'll try the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Here's Levis.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Levis. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Levis sets up to throw here. That is caught.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Little bootleg here. Levis.
Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Will Levis.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you said, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
Levis will try to throw for the 2.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Stroud looking to throw. This is Fant on the short completion.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud out of the gun here.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and 19. Here's Stroud.
Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Levis now on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. Big strides, look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Albert Okwuegbunam.
61 yards.
And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10. It's Stroud. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Levis looking to throw. He'll get that complete to Alvarado.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a 1st down.
That's complete. It's Okurebunan. Touchdown! Alvarado with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Now Stroud. Finds his receiver, Watson.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. On the bootleg, Stroud.
This is Fant on the short completion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This 2nd and 4. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Levis to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Hardman on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now the Cowboys down by 10, 2:15 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. This is Fant on the short completion.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And Stroud now to throw. Finding Hardman. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Stroud.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Now Stroud.
And he fires one incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Stroud.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Stroud. That is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to get it back to a one-score game. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And out now come the Cowboys. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Stroud looks to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And that's caught by Williams. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Stroud back to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Raiders, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile,